our water is flowing. So it's gonna fill this up. This will run down into here, fill this up, and then it'll run back into the tank through that hole there. Just like that. Alright, welcome to Sunday's video. This week we have a short and simple video thanks to my friends over at Pet Maven. You may remember Pet Maven, we did about a year ago at this point, like a dual food and water feeder for pets. And today they've been nice enough to send me this, their new Pet Maven pet fountain. So of course, we're gonna get on the overhead rig, go through the unboxing, we'll set it up, show you how it sounds and how it works. So click like, click subscribe, indulge in your life at indulgeclothing.com for the merch. Let's check out this Pet Maven water fountain. All right, so nothing to show you here around the box, so we're just gonna get right into the unboxing. This is actually bigger than I think it looked, at least in my opinion, from the outside of the box. So this looks to be the entire device, all in this. I'll take the top off. So this is essentially where your water would like come out, and I think this, yeah, considering it looks like you can put you a little filter here, is where the water would go back down into the pit of all the other water. So we have an accessories box, we'll get to that in a moment. That might be a filter, not entirely certain, we'll get to that in a moment. And then the actual, this looks like the main tray and the base on the bottom. So that's just foam. Let's get rid of this box. And so if I take this off, yes, so this is where your water would go. This holds a lot of water. I love it. Got a maximum line and a minimum line, Pet Marvel logo, and then this is our little base here. So this is like the little motion sensor, so it knows to move the water when something walks up. And I'll show you, this is where your USB Type-C goes in for power. So it definitely looks pretty easy to set up. And our accessories box. So we have a nice little instruction manual. That should be helpful. And yes, see, there's one of those filters that will slide in here, I'm thinking. Little cleaning brush. And on the bottom here is the important stuff. So this is the actual pump. Now this is a submersible pump. Oh, that's where that little foam goes. So these are extra little foam pieces for this. Now this pump is actually designed to go right there. That's how it works. And yes, the water goes in on top of it. Then we have a nice braided USB-C cable here. That way it should be chew-proof in a way. And that's it for the box. And included a little USB power brick. I'm gonna take that out just so it's all on the table. So here's a look at everything that comes inside of this Pet Marvel pet fountain. Now I'm gonna put this all together, put some water in here, show you how it works right here. We're gonna go through the setup process here. So first things first is this is made to sit there like so. Then this is made to go there like so. Then this does take the filter, which we'll put in right here. So you open that up, and then you have your little filter. Just set it right there, or I guess you could technically pop it in here, and then you close this, bada bing. Now, Pet Maven does sell replacement filters. Granted, this is not a must-have for this to work. Now, next thing to do, of course, is, well, technically you would put water in it first, but I'm gonna show you putting this together. So you slide this around, it all pops nicely into place. And then this part is designed to go right on top like this. So that way the water is able to come out here, flow into here, and then flow back into the actual device. And of course, you just take your USB cable here, plug it into your power brick, plug your power brick. Oh, there's plastic on this. I didn't notice that. Take your plastic off, always. These get warm, this can cause a fire. Now plug your power brick in to power, and then you plug this into the little right here on the back. Bada bing, that's it. It's essentially set up. Let's add some water into it though. So for now, I'll cut this back off and take all of this off. All right, so I've got some water now. We're gonna add the water on in. And like I said, this pump, I may have mentioned, the pump is wireless, so it works wirelessly through this base that we have here. We're over the minimum, so that's all we really needed. And there is actually 2 modes on here as well. So while they're While there is the option to use the motion detection, you can also plug it in this way and you get 24-hour continuous movement of the water. Now I want to mention that this holds 1.8 gallons of water, which is phenomenal. The battery in this base station is a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Think of that about the size of an iPhone battery. It can last for up to 40 days. So that means you would only be charging this thing about 6-7 times a year. And that's with it dispensing water about 24 times per day. And 1.8 gallons will keep a 30-poundish dog hydrated for about 30 days. So you ain't got to consistently refill this thing. It's always ready to go. So of course, I can come up here, press that, and now our water is flowing. So it's going to fill this up. This will run down into here, fill this up, and then it'll run back into the tank through that hole there. Just like that. And so that's essentially how this would work, as well as some of the features of it. It's great for a dog, great for a cat. Now, you know, it's a little taller than most things due to that giant 1.8 gallon base. So if you have a really short dog, he might have a problem getting to it, or some kittens, but a normal sized dog, normal sized cat shouldn't have any problem getting to this and being able to use it. And then of course, if I really wanted to, I can even show you. I can come back here, I can unplug this, and you see, it's still going. It never stopped. It'll then use the motion detection here to know when that it needs to run more water into the tank. I really like this thing. Also, do you hear that? My computer's louder than this thing. Like, this thing is really, really quiet. You don't even hear the water. Wow. And you can even see it running back in. So like now that it's gotten full, it's went through that filter, filtering out any of the dirt or anything that may have got in here, and you can see it flowing back into the main 1.8 gallon container along the bottom. Really nice job, Pet Marvel. And I don't think I mentioned it, but if the battery's low or once this gets below this minimum line, this light will change. That way that you know that, you need to do something if you notice the light as you're walking by it. And so there you have it. That's a look at this Pet Marvel water fountain. This is the F2 model. Absolutely amazing. Love the fact that it has the giant battery, which also, if you're one of those people who are afraid of this happening, you could have it on continuous mode. And then of course, if the power was to go out at your house while you're on vacation or something, it would then switch and use this battery. So then your pets could still get to their water. Gotta love that. It has like a nice backup in case the power's out. 2 thumbs up. Love the design, love the material, love that it holds a lot of water, because for me that's important. I hate always having to fill these things up. So at the end of the day, 2 thumbs up for me. I'll of course have this exact Pet Marvel F2 water fountain linked down below in my description if you'd like to grab one for yourself. And that should do it for today's video. Click like, click subscribe, indulge in your life at indulgeclothing.com for the merch. We'll see you in the next one. Deuces.